Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Ankit. We have brought another video related to the US visa processing, and this video is about various statuses of US visa. Once you have your OFC appointment or your interview, what happens after that with your passport? So we will talk about all those statuses. What does that mean? Which US visa status takes how much time to get processed, and we will also talk about 221G, which some of the people get. Before we go into the detail to look about those statuses, please do not forget to like and share this video. Also, please subscribe the channel. So once you are done with your OFC appointment or your interview appointment, then how to track the US visa application, or what are the processing time it takes once you give your appointment, you give your interview or OFC appointment, and until you receive your passport with the visa. So to check that, go to any internet browser and type US visa status check. This will take you to the Counselor CEAC website, and click on this link, which will take you to this screen where you need to enter the visa application type, the location where you had your OFC appointment or interview appointment. So make sure you are choosing the right visa application type and the select the location. So if you had a Dropbox application, then make sure you are entering the location where your actual application is going to be processed. So let's say if your OFC appointment was in Chennai, but you dropped off your documents in Delhi, make sure on this location section you are putting location as Chennai, not as New Delhi. Then this will be your application ID number, which is your DS-160 number, your passport number, and 5 letters of your surname. So enter all those things and hit submit. This will show you the status of your US visa. Before we go into the detail on each of the statuses and what that means and how much of the processing time on each status, let's look at what are those visa statuses are. So the first one is when there is no status, when you're looking at the internet site and you don't find your application there, which in the previous screen I showed you that when I looked at it, it said no search. Your search did not return any data. So that means there is no status yet. Application received. Another status is administrative processing. The next one is issued. Your visa can be refused, or you may get 221G. 221G is not an status for the US visa. It is something different, which we will talk about it a little later. But let's talk about each of these statuses now. So if there is no status, that means your application is not in the system yet. The first status update you will actually get is you should be waiting for at least 3 business days before your visa application may be updated into the system. So wait for at least 3 business days, not including holidays or Saturdays and Sundays, that your first status update will be application received. Once they receive the application, then they send it for processing, which are next few statuses we will talk about. Next one is pretty straightforward. If there are no issues, no problems, your status will be changed to issued. What that status means is, if your status is issued, then the final processing of your visa is being completed and you will be getting your visa soon. So it will take anything about 10 business days to receive your visa after your status is changed. 10 business days is on the higher side, but once the visa status is changed to issues, you normally get your visa in next 2 to 5 days, depending upon what kind of delivery method you choose, whether you chose pickup or delivery to your home or delivery to a post. Another status could be administrative processing. So there are a lot of visa applications which go in this status. This status doesn't always mean you are having any issues in your visa processing. Sometimes when your visa status is changed to approved, then it may go to administrative processing. This usually means that your visa application is going through a little more checks. It may be changing to issued, but in very less cases, after administrative processing, your visa status may go to refused and you may get your passport back. So if this is your status, and make sure you are checking your address you provided in your visa application, that there is nothing coming from the consular side. If it is, make sure you are replying to those queries on time. But don't panic if you see administrative processing your statuses. Another visa status could be refused, and this is as straightforward. Means your visa is refused. This can happen even if they keep your passport after the OFC appointment or visa interview appointment. It may change to refuse. They may find something which do not allow them to issue the visa. So 221G, let's talk about this. So this is not an US visa status. This is something, sometimes when you go to your interview, they give you a little slip which is has 221G written on it. It means if you get your passport back during the OFC appointment or the visa interview appointment, that usually means your visa is refused. But if they keep your passport and they give you 221G, make sure you go through that document and um, give them or provide them any additional information they are looking for. Usually that is mentioned on the 221G form. So make sure you are very carefully reading it and providing them the information they asked. Go to this site. I will provide this website link in the description section, but go to this site to know more about 221G. So another thing to talk about, if your passport status or visa application status is not changing in more than 10 business days, please contact to respective VFS center or consulate mission. So these were the various US visa statuses and their processing time. This is all about for today. Please like and share this video, and do not forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you. Bye bye.